Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bia and this is my vlog channel. Today I just posted the video announcing my clothing line, which is so exciting for me, and I want to do a little bit more businessy related talk on here. I should probably show you also, this is a new hoodie that I made. It's because I am his, and on the back, very cool. So this is the back. Let me know in the comments down below if you know where that is from. I'm actually thinking of putting this sweater on pre-order. Let me know if you guys would be interested, if that's something that I should start doing. Pre-ordering would basically be you add it to your cart and on the website, the size that you want, and then the turnaround is just like a week or so, and then I start sending it out, because I would be basically just making them as I get the orders in, and then it would just be permanent on the site or just not come back to the site. I think it's nice to have pieces that are a little bit more exclusive, that only fewer people have, so it's not always on the site, so there's always lots of new things coming in and out. So let me know what you guys think of that, and then I will do a pre-order on this sandy beige hoodie, which is really, really nice. I love the color, actually. Looks good with dark hair and light hair, and yeah, it's just really nice and basic and comfortable and perfect for fall. I have come such a long way to be able to make videos like this, because I never wanted to just act like I had it all together, and I still don't have it all together. Just because you start a business does not mean that you have it all together. It just means that you are starting to figure it out, that you are on a more clear path of what you want to do distinctively, and that, like, it's not the end of the road. Like, it really is just the beginning when you start a business. So there's just so much stuff that you have to think of. You're constantly on the grind. So that's what I'm doing. That is my everyday life. Like, honestly, I don't stop. I do not sit down. I have to really make myself take a break, and honestly make a decision to say, it's 5 o'clock, I'm gonna go and hang out and not do anything work related. Most of the time that never happens, because I can work on my phone. So it is very, very tricky when you run an online business, or you have like a business where people book appointments and they come in like all times of night, things like that. Like, it's just an ongoing, like, 24/7 thing. So be careful in what kind of business you actually get yourself into. When you are a business owner, you are working 24/7 because it is for you. You're not doing it for somebody else. So working a 9 to 5 and leaving all your worries at work, just unfortunately, is very unlikely when you have your own business. So I thought it'd be a good idea to start making some more business related videos. As I said, I wanted to wait until I had my stuff a little bit more together, and you know, I had an actual clear path of where my business was going. But I do want to shed some light onto where my life maybe could have went this year if COVID didn't happen. To be honest, if COVID didn't happen, I don't think I would have started an online store, because my wishful thinking was that I was going to expand my lash business. So I'm sad to say that that's probably not something that I will be putting all my eggs into that basket anymore, because I just have realized that that is a very vulnerable industry that could get shut down. No one ever thought that the government would tell you what you can and can't do. So this is a first for all of us, and yeah, I just had to really wrap my head around that my lash business was going to probably just stay stagnant and just not really go very far. All that made me realize that the industry that I'm in is very fragile, and then I had to come up with something else, which is why I started the clothing line, which that was actually my original dream from when I was so young. I've told you guys this before. I've always wanted to do fashion, and I've tried to do fashion. I even had a website before. When I was 15 and I had dial-up internet, I would sell my used clothes on eBay, and I would upload them through dial-up. Like, I wanted to be have a clothing store so badly, that I've been doing it ever since in different ways, trying to, but never really figured out what was the right way to do it until now. So as you can see, it can take years to get your stuff together, to form a clear path on where your life is headed and where your business is going, and you do have to take a leap of faith and just kind of do it. Now, knowing all these things, I know that God put me on this path. It was never about God in my plans and dreams, and once I put the focus on God, everything kind of just fell into place and just kind of happened. And he helped me get there, and I'm so grateful that I can finally say that I did it and that it's just the beginning of something really great. So I'm going to talk about what my life as a lash artist would have been like, what business opportunities I could have had there or would have had, and maybe these will help you. Maybe you find yourself in a better position than I am in the lash industry. And yeah, I think it's just interesting to see how you can expand and build on top of one business, and like sky is the limit with almost anything you're doing. So I did go out and get myself a lash certificate, which was a few years back, and I'd always liked doing lashes and I had done them on myself, and so I figured it's a really great way to make money. You can work from home because I had kids. You can work from home. You don't need a lot of materials to do this. It's very inexpensive to maintain as a business, and yeah, just very like easy to advertise via Instagram and stuff. So really the startup cost is minimal aside from going and taking the course, and from there on what I had been doing is I was advertising everything on Instagram and getting lots of clients and being like full-time busy with it, until COVID happened. And before COVID I wanted to actually start my own lash training facility, maybe even. I wanted to have a lash store and I wanted to get my trainer certificate. The training certificate is quite expensive. You do have to be recognized as a lash trainer in order to train others, unless you were to take on people that have already gotten a lash certificate and they're just looking for somebody to just guide them and train them and help them, because lash training courses are really not very much in depth. So there is just so much more to it that you can do to expand that business and to expand your knowledge in that sense. So that's why sometimes you'll see like 5 times certified people, because they just keep going back to get more certifications, because doing a weekend course you really don't learn much aside from like the basics. Of course that's not all lash courses, but the one that I took was very minimal. It was just like, this is how you apply lashes and this is what you need to watch out for, but you really have to do the work and all the practice on your own after that. So if you're not very good, it's going to be very hard to get clients right off the bat. So you do have to practice in that business, and that's what's going to set you apart. So like I said, I wanted to get my trainer certificate, and that obviously didn't really work out, but the goal was to get a trainer certificate and then end up with a retail space with a location where I could do lashes, where I could have maybe 2 or 3 other beds, where I could train the girls that work for me in this lash store, and I would either rent out the beds to them, or I would just take commission off of them, or they would just get a commission for their work or whatever. They would get paid hourly or whatever. You could set up like anyone. You could have like 1 or 2 people that are renting the bed or the room, and then you could have 2 people that are on salary and just kind of make money that way. So with that said, that would have been already like a pretty decent monthly income if I was also doing lashes myself. And from there on, I was going to start a lash line, a product line with my own lashes, my own tweezers, my own everything for lashes. That would have been my end goal, to have that, and then to also host weekend training sessions. You can make such good money with weekend training sessions. Like, I'm not even kidding you. There are girls out there that make like $800 per training session. It's a 2-day, like 6 to 8 hours a day. That's 16 hours. And they can do like 4 or 5, sometimes even 10 girls at once in one training course. That's a lot of money you can make in a weekend. You can make your whole salary in one weekend and more than most people make. So that is where I saw myself going with lashes. So I had to basically reinvent myself, which is why I am here with my clothing line. I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight where I was headed and where my headspace was at, and why I even came up with making a clothing line and all of that. I can get into that more in another video where I could share with you guys like why I even made this clothing line if COVID was such a, you know, setback. I shouldn't even say that word so many times in this video because it's probably going to get censored. But yeah, so I just wanted to clarify that is where I was headed, and I'm taking on a new direction, but I am still doing lashes. I will probably still be posting lash videos on this channel because that is something that I am still doing. We're hoping for a better future. Not that it's looking very promising, but I am very hopeful that that could be still a future. So we'll see. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if some of the beauty industry is going to be cut off for the rest of the year again. It seems that we're kind of headed in that direction, which is very unfortunate. So that is why I needed to get my clothing line out as fast as possible, and I did it in like under 2 months. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you a little bit more insight as to why I even started this whole clothing line thing. And if you guys have any questions or want some more business advice, I'm more than happy to share all that stuff with you guys. I've collected over the years a lot of information. I could tell you guys stuff about YouTube business, Instagram business, the lash business, clothing, online sales business. I could tell you a bunch of stuff. So if you guys have questions for me, please leave them down below. It is something I'm super passionate about and something I'm very excited for. It's all about creating multiple streams of income. So that is the goal here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you're done here, and check back for another video very soon. You can do that by clicking the bell for notifications. Every time I upload, it will send you a notification to your phone, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.